Awesome, thank you. Good morning, everybody. This is a great turnout for like 9:20 a.m. Third day of the conference. So I'm like you said, the founder and CEO of Kevel. We power some of the biggest retail media networks in the world. And so what I'm going to talk about today is what we see across some of these different retail media networks and what makes them really compelling and really successful. All right, so when we think about who are the biggest retail media networks in the world, right? Obviously, you think about Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Instacart, Etsy. There's dozens of these that are really kind of executing really well. And so what we do as we power a lot of these different networks is we look at these giants and say, what are they doing really, really well that our customers should be doing, that you all should be doing in your retail media networks? So first off, they've all taken control of what they're doing, right? We really don't see a world where you can build a world-class retail media network by outsourcing everything to another company, right? This has to be something that is a real priority for your company, right? Like you have to really in-house this, you have to build up a sales team, you have to build up an engineering team and an ad ops team, and you have to really own this process to really build a world-class RMN. The second comes down to data. Right? We all know this, we all talk about it a lot, but a lot of retailers aren't yet fully leveraging all the first-party data that they have. And so this is both shopper data, this is loyalty data, this is either online or offline data. How are you tying those together? This is what the best RMNs out there are doing. And then lastly, is thinking about what can you offer that's unique to your property, to you as a retailer. What are you offering that they can't just buy somewhere else? And so this kind of goes back to number one, which is that you can't offer something unique and differentiated if you're kind of outsourcing to another network where you kind of become commoditized, right? And so this is about how do you figure out whether it's a unique unit, right? Or if it's a unique way of selling your advertising. One retailer that we work with, they found that a large amount of their sales come through subscriptions. And so they had to think about, okay, how do we really sell ads that properly value a customer once they subscribe to something and they're getting it delivered every month? You can't value it just on that one sale. You have to think about lifetime value of that customer. And how do you do that? The only way they could do that is by working with somebody and working with their own team to really build that out and offer that to advertisers as a unique offering. And so I think when it comes down to it, a lot of this is just how do you taking control of your RMN and really customizing it to your business as opposed to kind of, rolling out a commodity RMN that everybody can use. All right, don't have a lot of time up here. So next, I wanted to talk about what we see a world-class RMN looks like, right? So if you look at all these top RMNs in the world, this is what they all look like at the end of the day, which is you have the retailer, they have their product catalog, they have shopper behavior, right? This is both online and offline. This is what they're buying in the store. This is how they're shopping online. This is, all kind of intent data that you can pull from that. And then you also have all the data from like in-store, right? Now, when you look at fundamentally the key components of what we're doing here is that we're serving ads, right? At the end of the day, we're serving promoted listings or sponsored brands or native ads. And we're also, looking at in-store, which, you were talking about in-store is like a big growing area. And then off-site, right? How are you taking that data from your RMN and applying that across Facebook, Google, other places that you can be running ads? And then thinking about it from the brand standpoint, they're engaging in two different ways, right? Is you have to have a really compelling self-serve platform where brands can come in and buy. Also connections to companies like PackView and things like that provide brands and agencies the ability to buy across multiple properties. And then also a direct managed service, right? It's still very important for your largest brands to have a direct touch with them. So then in my last 30 seconds, what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about a company that we've worked a lot with called Sonai. They're the largest grocery chain in Portugal. And what we've seen them do is really build a world-class retail media network in what is a fairly small country in the grand scheme of things. But if you're a large brand, they are the best way to reach consumers in Portugal. And a couple of the things that we've done with them is that they're running over 160 different distinct placements, and they're also delivering over 478% ROAS for their customers. And so this is just a great success story of where you don't have to be Walmart to build a world-class RMN. So happy to talk to anybody that wants to talk about that.